Wilmington, Rhode Island, home of the Rhode Island Red, which I don't know if people know what that is. That's a state bird. And our presentation this morning of the color red. Red is an important color in our world. Think of how dull life would be without it. It is the first color of the rainbow. It is often the last color you see in the evening sky. Without red, we wouldn't have red ripe tomatoes of summer, the brilliant red maple leaves of fall, and the cheery red cardinal against the dreary gray and white of winter. Our Star-Spangled Banner just would not be the same were it orange, white, and blue. So without further delay, we present our color in our program in red, which we hope will have you red-faced with laughter. There once was a captain who captained a ship that controlled the whole Gulf of Mexico. One day, he saw a ship coming toward him, and this is what happened.
Captain! Captain! There's an enemy ship coming toward us!
Ensign, go give me my red shirt.
The captain wins the battle. The next day...
Captain! Captain! There are 2 enemy ships coming toward us!
Give me my red shirt.
And again, the battle is won by the captain. The next day...
Captain! Captain! There are 5 enemy ships coming toward us!
Ensign, give me my red shirt.
And again, the battle is won by the captain. The next day...
Captain! Captain! There are 7 enemy ships coming toward us!
Again, the captain orders the ensign to bring him his red shirt. And once again, the battle is won and the ship sails on.
Captain! Captain! Every time you wear your red shirt, we win the battle. Is that a magical shirt?
No, I wear the red shirt in case I get wounded. My men won't fight as valiantly and as gallantly if they saw blood.
And a week later...
Captain! Captain! There are 50 enemy ships coming toward us! Do you want your red shirt?
No, bring me my brown pants.
Our next story is a lesson for all the husbands out there. It is sometimes better to tell a little white lie, or you might find yourself eating your words, or worse.
Honey, does this blouse make me look fat?
Absolutely.
You'll pay for that.
The woman goes off to the kitchen to prepare his dinner, and after a short period returns.
Enjoy.
Later that day, the husband's younger sister drops by.
Older sister.
So what did you have for lunch today?
A red blouse, but at least it was well done.
This is a story of how a little old lady had a religious experience at a red light. It was not, however, a religious experience for those behind her at the light. I guess the lesson of this story is we should all have the same patience for the driver in front of us as we wish the drivers behind us had for us.
The other day I went down to my local Christian bookstore and I saw that they had a bumper sticker that said, "Honk if you love Jesus." Well, I was feeling particularly sassy that day because I had just come from a thrilling choir performance followed by a thunderous prayer meeting. So I bought the bumper sticker and I put it on my car. Well, it wasn't long after that I was stopped at a red light at a very busy intersection. And I was just lost in thought about the Lord and how good He is. And I didn't notice that the light had changed. Well, it's a good thing that someone else loves Jesus, because if He hadn't honked, I wouldn't have noticed. And then I found out that there were lots of people that love Jesus. While I was sitting there, the guy behind me, he just started honking like crazy. And he even leaned out of his window and he screamed, "For the love of God, go, go, go!" Oh, what an exuberant cheerleader he was for Jesus. Everyone started honking. I just leaned out of my window and I waved and I smiled to all those wonderful people. And then I even honked my horn a few times just to share in the love. And then there must have been a guy from Florida in the line way back, because I heard him yelling something about a sunny beach. In the back seat, my teenage grandson window and I gave him the Hawaiian good luck. Well, my grandson, he burst out laughing. Well, even he was enjoying this religious experience. Then there was another couple, and they were so caught up in the joy that they got out of their car and they started walking towards me. I bet they wanted to pray or to find out what church I went to. But just then I noticed that the light had changed. So I leaned out my window and I waved and smiled at all my sisters and brothers, and I drove on through the intersection. Well, when I looked in the rearview mirror, I noticed that I was the only car that got through the intersection. So I was so sad to leave my sisters and brothers after all the love we had shared. So I slowed the car down, I leaned out my window, and I gave them all a Hawaiian good luck. I gave it to them one more time before I drove away. Praise the Lord for such wonderful people.
A policeman was on patrol when he came upon a line of cars stopped at a light with horns blasting. The light directing the lane of traffic was green. He pulled out of line and stopped alongside the first car in line to see what the problem was. The car was driven by an elderly woman.
Why you stop when the light is green?
Well, I'm going to my sister's house, and her house is that way.
Well, go ahead, the light's green.
I know it is, but there's a sign under the light that says, right turn on red light only.
Little old lady with your shoulder, it's so
without a few redneck stories. If you recognize yourself in one of the next stories, you might be a redneck. Our first episode finds redneck Jimmy Joe calling the FBI on his neighbor Billy Bob.
Hello, is it the FBI?
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm calling to report about my neighbor, Billy Bob Smith. He's hiding marijuana in his firewood.
Well, thank you very much for your call, sir.
The next day, the FBI agents descend on Billy Bob's house. They search the shed where the firewood is kept. Using axes, they bust open every piece of wood, but they find no marijuana. They swear at Billy Bob and leave.
Hello.
Hey, Billy Bob.
Hi.
Did the FBI come?
Yep.
Did they chop your firewood?
Yep.
Happy birthday, buddy.
A redneck boy came home from class, and his father asked,
What did you learn in algebra class today, son?
Well, I learned pi r squared.
Now hold on there, son. You may think I'm stupid, but everyone knows that pi are round.
Billy Bob's pregnant sister was in a terrible car accident and went into a deep coma. In a coma for nearly 6 months, she wakes up and sees she is no longer pregnant.
Who's the baby?
Madam, you had twins, a boy and a girl.
That's nice, that's nice. What's the girl?
Your brother stopped by and named them for you.
Oh no, not my brother. He's an idiot.
Well, what's the girl's name?
The girl's name is Denise.
Denise is not bad. And what do they call the boy?
He called the boy, D-Nephew.
We've all done embarrassing things from time to time. For some of us, it's a little more frequently. Sometimes you're fortunate enough to be alone during the embarrassing deed. Other times you're out there for the whole world to see.
I was going on a job interview in a large building, and I couldn't find the office. Nervous about being late, I asked a woman for directions. She pointed down the hall and told me to speak to the receptionist. Rushing down the corridor, I spotted the receptionist along with someone else waiting at her desk. I put on a smile and walked into the office. Unfortunately, it turned out that the office was glass enclosed. I smashed right into the wall, nearly knocking myself out and chipping a front tooth. And to make matters worse, the person waiting at the front desk was the interviewer. Although my red face lasted throughout the interview, I did get the job. Good thing since I ended up using the dental coverage.
A taxi driver picks up a fare. The passenger leans over and taps the driver on the shoulder.
Oh, man, are you all right?
Yes, thank God for what happened.
I'm sorry, but you scared the daylight out of me.
Sorry, I didn't realize a single tap on the shoulder would freak you out so.
It's not your fault. Today is my first day on the job after 25 years of driving a hearse.
Hey, did you hear the latest?
What?
Somebody broke into the police station the other night, in the middle of the night, and stole all the toilets.
Are you kidding? What did the cops do about it?
Right now, they got nothing to go on.
Carl and Millie, the last of the red-hot lovers, lying in bed one night. Carl was asleep, but Millie was in a romantic mood.
You used to hold my hand when we were courting.
Wearily, Carl reaches across, holds her hand for a second, and goes back to sleep. A few moments later,
Then you used to kiss me.
mildly irritated, he leans across, gives her a peck on the cheek, and settles back down to sleep. 30 seconds later,
Then you used to bite my neck.
Carl throws off the covers and gets out of bed.
Where are you going?
To get my teeth.
Is anyone out there familiar with the term red tape, with the origins of the term red tape? If so, just bear with me while I get through this little bit of red tape. It is known in the Catholic Church used red ribbons to bind its official documents during the Middle Ages That's one origin of the term red tape. In the United States, the records of Civil War veterans were bound with red tape, and when pay and benefits due them were slow in coming, the term red tape became associated with bureaucracy. In our next skit, you will catch a glimpse of what could be the red tape of the future.
Thank you for calling Pizza Palace. May I have your national ID number?
Hi, yes, I'd like to place an order.
I must have your NIDN first, sir.
Yeah, my national ID number is 2062-392-476-3742, 8600-347665. There's a D on that too.
I think you got a 7 in that number. Thank you, Mr. Sheehan. I see you live at 1742 Meadow Lane Drive, and your phone number is 494-2366. Your office number over at the Lincoln Insurance is 745-2302, and your cell phone number is 266-2566. Your email address is sheehan@home.net.mail2.sheehan@home.net.com. I see that you are calling from your cell phone, sir.
Where did you get all this information?
We are wired into the HSS, sir.
What in the world is HSS?
We're wired into the Homeland Security System. This will only add 15 seconds to your ordering time.
Oh, well, I'd like to order a couple of your all-meat special pizzas, please.
Oh, I don't think we can do that, sir.
What do you mean?
Sir, your medical records and commode sensors indicate that you have very high blood pressure and extreme high cholesterol. Your national health care provider won't allow such an unhealthy choice.
What do you recommend then?
Well, you might want to try a low-fat soybean pizza. I'm sure you'll like it.
What makes you think I'd like something like that?
Well, you checked out gourmet soybean recipes from your local library last week, sir. That's why I made the suggestion.
All right. Give me 2 family-sized ones then.
That should be plenty for you, your wife, and your 4 kids. And your 2 dogs can finish the crust, sir. Your total is $49.99.
Let me give you my credit card number.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you'll have to pay in cash. Your credit card balance is over its limits.
I'll run over to the ATM and get some cash before your driver gets here.
Oh, that won't work either, sir. Your checking accounts are overdrawn also.
Never mind, just send the pizzas. I'll have the cash ready when it gets here. How long will it take?
Well, we're running a little behind, sir. It'll be about 45 minutes. If you're in a hurry, you might want to pick them up while you're getting the cash. But then, carrying a pizza on a motorcycle can be a little awkward.
Wait, how do you know I have a motorcycle?
It says here you're in arrears on your car payments, so your car got repoed. But your Harley's paid for, and you just filled the tank with gas yesterday.
Well, I'll be a son of a gun.
I advise you watching your language, sir. You already got a July 4, 2006 conviction for cursing out a cop, and another one I see here for September for contempt at your hearing for cussing out a judge. Oh, yes, and I see that you just got out from a 90-day stay at the state correctional facilities. Is this your first pizza since you've been out, sir? Will there be anything else, sir?
Yes, I have a coupon for a free 2-liter of Coke.
Again, I'm sorry, sir, but our ad exclusionary clause prevents us from offering free sodas to diabetics. The new Constitution prohibits this. Thank you for calling Pizza Pass.
Here's one for the guys entitled The Redhead Strikes Back.
Well, first of all, you gotta believe that this was once redder than her hair. There are 100 stories out there about men and women comparing them. They always seem to put men in a bad light. And this is our turn to strike back. If you work too hard, there's never enough time for her. If you don't work enough, you're a good-for-nothing bum. If she has a boring, repetitive job, it's exploitation. If you have a boring, repetitive job, you should get off your butt and find something better. If you get a promotion ahead of her, it's favoritism. If she gets a promotion ahead of you, it's equal opportunity. If you mention how nice she looks, it's sexual harassment. If you keep quiet, it's indifference. If you cry, you're a wimp. If you don't, you're insensitive. If you make a decision without her, you're a control freak. If she makes a decision without you, she's a liberated woman. If you ask her to do something she doesn't enjoy, that's manipulation. If she asks you, it's a favor. If you try to keep yourself in shape, you're self-centered. If you don't, you're a slob. If you buy her flowers, you're after something. Yeah. If you don't, you're not thoughtful. If you're proud of your achievements, you're an egotist. If you're not ambitious. If she has a headache, she's tired. If you have a headache, you don't love her anymore.
Our last skit points out the importance of just the right red wine.
May I suggest wine for you to accompany your meals, gentlemen?
That won't be necessary. I would just like a fine Cabernet to accompany my back of it.
I'm awfully sorry, but we've just sold our last bottle of the Cabernet. May I suggest a nice port for an alternative?
Absolutely not. Bring us water. I'd rather that than pay a premium price for a poor substitute. Preposterous to think that I might accept a port in place of a Cabernet.
Gee, Chief, why the fuss? Is a Cabernet all that important?
Life is a Cabernet, old chum.
Well, we've read all our skits till we're red in the face. Now we'll finish our show before we're caught red-handed stealing time from the next state. Here's hoping you all have a red letter day.